What up guys, it's Timo here. Let's take a quick look at the markets. Bitcoin is at 88k, down like 35% from its all-time high of 126k, so quite a big drawdown. But let's see what is happening. Are we in distribution currently? But first, don't forget to check our partner siteshift.ai, the best place to shift your crypto. Markets are volatile. Shift easily with siteshift.ai. But yeah, about Bitcoin. So let's move on. At 88k here. So this chart is from Material Indicators, a Swiss company, and I don't see that much demand here, to be honest, at these levels. But when we go lower, like to 83k and to 80 and like 79, here we can see a lot more demand. So I think Bitcoin could easily test this like 80k support here. So we could drop down to that level and see if it holds. It will probably hold, but yeah. And many analysts expect Bitcoin dropping to like 70k. If you compare to the last cycle of 21, back then Bitcoin reached 69k. So I think that could be like a key support level for Bitcoin if you go lower. So 69.70, that was like the last bull cycle peak in late 21. But yeah, it doesn't look that good, to be honest. Here we are seeing like basically all cohorts selling. So from retail to whales, we are seeing like investors selling. So you see a lot of bid here and not that much demand currently at these levels. So I think we are going a bit lower, at least at 80k. If that doesn't hold, then to 70 and lower down. So interesting times. But let's move forward. So like one of the main themes this year has been the like correlation between Bitcoin and Nasdaq, and just like before October, November, Bitcoin used to be heavily correlated with Nasdaq. So this is usually what happens when an asset class like Bitcoin becomes more mature. What happens is that the like it becomes more correlated with stock market, especially the tech stocks, like what the Nasdaq is about basically. But yeah, like because like early year was okay, I would say like until October it's okay, and like summer seemed pretty promising. But right now we are seeing the year-to-date performance of Bitcoin being at minus 10%, and Ethereum's at minus 17, while gold is up by almost 55%. So this kind of like makes you think. And Nasdaq is up by 14, and S&P 500 by 11%. So until November, Bitcoin was pretty correlated with Nasdaq, and then we saw this drawdown here. So it doesn't look good if you hold Bitcoin. I think many were expecting at least the Q4 to be a lot more positive. So far it hasn't been like that. Of course, we could see like a pivot here, but I think one of the main factors is the quantum risk we discussed before, and actually Quant Yuan is coming to podcast on Wednesday. We can discuss it more then. But like so far like Charles Edwards is now estimating that we have like maybe 2 to 3 years until the quantum risk becomes significant towards Bitcoin. And so like the problem is that it takes a long time for the Bitcoin ecosystem to prepare for that. So basically, we could like run a soft fork. I think that's the easiest way. But then again, all users or all like investors and holders need to basically run this update. And how do we make sure that every investor has updated their personal cold storage wallets and stuff like that? It's going to take time, and then the network might be congested while everybody's like updating their devices. So it's going to be a challenge, I would say. But that's one of the main drivers behind this weak performance of Bitcoin, I would say. But yeah, I wrote an article to CryptoQuant recently, and I think we are in a distribution cycle here. So let's go back a couple of years. So in late 22, early 23, we saw this like inflection point here. So like market bottomed after the FTX crisis, and here's like a technical inflection point, and since then we had this huge multi-year accumulation cycle from early 23 to late 25. So Bitcoin climbed from like 16k to about 100k to the eventual 126k. So that's quite a nice run, and I think all good things have to come to an end at some point, and I think now this correction is so deep. Also, CryptoQuant's Julio Moreno commented on this that he believes we are now in like a negative cycle. So I think it's quite unlikely that Bitcoin could now recover fully from like 80k to 126. It has now dropped like 40,000 USD from the peak. So 35%, soon almost 40. That's a lot. So if some investors bought here like around the peak, they're now down almost 40%. That's a lot. I think we need to see where this correction takes us. It could like go lower to, as I said, to like 69k, 70k. So the support is around here, like that's like the top of the last cycle of 21. So 69, 70. That's where support is. We'll see. So yeah, this like my model is following Dow theory, but as Julio Moreno said, that once Bitcoin breaks below the 365-day moving average, is difficult to recover, and Moreno expects Bitcoin correcting to 72,000. I think it might go lower. I think we are about to touch the previous cycle peak of 69. 69 is the magic number here. But let's move forward to MSTR. It's also been like a subject of thought recently. I think it's a sales company. It's pretty strong. I think it's pretty like anti-fragile. But let's see. One thing is that we are seeing a lot of like long-term holders selling here. So like Bitcoin holders have been selling a lot. They also sold around a year ago in early January of 2025, and now they're selling again. So there's a lot of selling going on, and I think OGs have realized that they can now sell more easily because there's liquidity. So because we have all of these digital asset treasury companies, DATs buying, institutional buying, so they can more easily sell into the liquid market. But MSTR has still been buying, not that aggressively as like a year ago, but still they're buying, and they now hold like over 3.2% of all Bitcoins in circulation. So let's see. if seller stops buying, then that usually means something, because it has been like a leading indicator to Bitcoin. But I think that's all for now. Let's talk more with Juhani on Wednesday. Take care.